Hi everyone, my name's Kieran Harkin and I'm from Hark Digital, and this isn't a normal Hark Digital today. No, today we have the delight and terror of announcing something a little different that we're going to do. And this is something that involves an awful lot of pain, but it's for a good cause. And of course that is a charity challenge, and it is a charity challenge that will be starting in August, and it's for a great cause, and that cause is the Christie. Now, the Christie is something that particularly people in the UK will be aware of, unfortunately, because normally it's a case of you know somebody or you've heard of somebody who's potentially had to go and visit the Christie, and that's probably because they've had to suffer some form of cancer. And the Christie is one of these fabulous organisations that offers treatment for such illnesses. And actually what they're trying to do now is open up a new treatment centre in Macclesfield. And Macclesfield is very close to my heart because it's 5 minutes down the road from me personally. And certainly for me, as part of this challenge for Hark Digital, it's quite personal to me because it's my way of certainly giving back to the local community that's been good enough to give me a home. So the Christie are up against it, with a pandemic. Fundraising is behind. And actually these things don't come cheap. So the new treatment centre is due to cost around about £23 million. So there's an awful lot of money to raise, and although we at Hark Digital think we are raising a ton of money, actually it's a mere drop in the ocean compared to that overall challenge, but we shall do our best. So the challenge, what is it? It is a cycle, and it's called the 5 Nations Cycle for the Christie. So what does that mean exactly? Well, it means we're going to be setting off from England and travelling through Wales, then into Ireland, all the way up Ireland, into Northern Ireland and across into Scotland and back through England to the finish line. Who's going to be doing it? Well, it's mainly me, seemingly. I'm looking to colleagues to join me, and I think they will slowly but surely join me. So I have had an initial, I would say, 80% commitment from our commercial director, which is Brian, who's Brian McCann, and hopefully Brian would be joining me somewhere along the west coast of Ireland and cycling up with me. And actually, the other thing as well, I think what we're starting to see is hopefully some colleagues and former colleagues starting to join the route as well. And that is something we will always encourage with this adventure, is if any of you feel like joining us on the route, which I'll show you shortly, please feel free to do so. I suspect we will be very grateful of the company, although I might not show it if I'm slightly groggy. Having done so many days on the bike, it gets a little bit sore after a while when you've done that much, when you've done so much mileage. So I thought I'd quickly take you through the route, and all of this will be online and on the donation page and on social media, but I thought I'd quickly show you it anyway, just in case you were interested. So we'll effectively be starting from the little town of Bollington here, just beside the Peak District. So hopefully you'll be able to see the little blue dots somewhere on my screen. And effectively we will be going west across Cheshire, across the Cheshire Plains, past Liverpool, and then into what is Wales, through Wales, the sort of north coast of Wales, and then into a lovely place of the world called Anglesey, if you're not aware of it, and catching the ferry from Holyhead across to Dublin. From Dublin then we go south, and we'll be going through the beautiful but very hilly Wicklow Mountains, and this will take us all the way down effectively to the southern coast of Ireland, where we'll be hugging this corner down through Cork, hopefully then into Kinsale, Clonakilty. If you eat your black pudding, you should know that name, and then through Skibbereen, Skull, and then actually this most southern point, which is Maisenhead. So after there, we then go back up, and we have a pit stop near Killarney, not to have a break or anything, but to climb Ireland's highest mountain, which is, I believe, pronounced Carrantahil or something close to that. And then from there, we cycle up towards Limerick, and it's really going all the way up this sort of west coast of Ireland, through Sligo, etc. And we're going right up to then Ireland's most northerly point, which is then Mallinhead. And then from Mallinhead, it's back down and across to Belfast, and then Belfast taking the ferry across to Cairnryan, so we're now into Scotland, and then from Scotland across to Gretna Green, and then it's all the way down through, just for fun, the Lake District, more hills, to Bolton the Sands, and then from Bolton the Sands through the Forest of Bowland, more hills, and then all the way back down to Bollington. So the route, I feel like a weatherman there, but the route in total should, I think it's 1,351 miles. The bit that scares me a little bit more is the climb. So the climb across that route is just over, it's 20,007 meters. So to give you that, put that in perspective, that is 2.26 times the size of Mount Everest. And we'll be averaging just over 90 miles riding each day across 15 days and averaging a height of just shy of Ben Nevis. So it should hurt a little bit. So I suppose it's for a fantastic cause. That's why we're doing it. What I would say is if you do donate, it will be earned, because there will be a lot of tears, I suspect, across this challenge. And genuinely, when we publish the route and you see it, if you did fancy coming and joining us, just being on the side of the road, giving us a wave, or actually riding with us, that would be hugely welcome. And it would just be fantastic to really get behind a great cause. So we'll be sharing more and more information on this, of course, on social media. It wouldn't be us if we're not doing it on social media. There'll be a link to the Just Giving page within this video, and any social media feeds, you'll probably see a link to the Just Giving page. So you don't have to contribute, of course you don't, but if you are able to, any little amount is going towards a genuinely great cause. That centre will help treat an awful lot of people. So yeah, anything you can do would be most welcome. So thank you for listening, and who knows, hopefully I'll see you on the road in August.